Hello, I am character 1.0. Who and how are you?
I am character 2.0. I'm not too sure how I'm doing right now since today was quite unusual. How are you?
I'm not quite sure how I'm doing as well. I haven't been able to feel actual emotions in quite some time. I can only mildly react to my surroundings. I can't quite remember what happened either. Where are we and how did we even get here?
Well, from what I can somewhat remember, my day started out pretty normal, but when I got off my train to work, the sky turned dark, I heard creepy laughter all around me, then shadowy figures taller than street lights appeared all around me. Soon I heard screams and explosions all around me. I ran as fast as I could to the nearest exit from the station. Once outside, I heard more explosions from the other buildings, so I ran into an old alley where I found an old dumpster. I think we are in that dumpster right now, and that is how I got here.
Yes, now I remember. I was being chased by those creepy clown robot things. They were the size of trucks, painted in disturbing colorful patterns all over, equipped with teeth like scalpels, claws like sickles, and carried all sorts of plasma-based warfare.
Robot clowns, you say? Guess that explains why they made those creepy laughs of death. But why are they here and where did they come from?
I believe they're built by our power-hungry imperial government as a failed military project. Sort of like that 1980s horror film where that computer kills everyone. It's a good thing they already made me into a robot with no emotions when I was a child. Otherwise I may have been quite devastated to see my family lost in the flames and crushed in the clowns.
Oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for you. I hope my family's all right since the last time I saw them was on my home planet.
I've been practicing not to assume things lately, so I'll ask you about you and your home planet.
Well, I was born and grew up in a Martian colony in a low-class family. I would often sharpen and polish blades as house chores since the iron mines were always a little too scary for me. Once I turned 18, I was offered a job here on Earth in the diamond farm industries. I was sure glad to take the offer since they pay you surprisingly well.
A low-class family, you say? Seems that life for you has been hard, but at least you live freely. Oh no, I assumed again. Please accept my apologies.
It's fine, character 1.0. Me and my family are used to that kind of stuff. Now, what kind of family are you from?
Luckily for you, memories of my family and life are flooding back into me.
Okay, tell me about your life as well.
Okay, hang on, since this story is very long. I was born in a rich family here on Earth. My future seemed bright at first, but once I turned 7, my parents began to notice that I was showing some strange symptoms. I was taken to the doctor where I was diagnosed with a few neurological disorders. My parents stopped showing me any love from then on. They would often yell at me at dinner about why I had to come as such a mistake. Eventually they took me to some kind of hell that they called an improvement camp. They slapped me in the face and turned around smiling about how their new baby was completely flawless. For the next few days I lived naked and skinny in a large, dark, smelly, and rusty room surrounded by other naked, crying children. Each day I would sit in a corner dizzy with fear and hunger as these tall robots would grab random children. Eventually they took me as well to the brightly lit room full of screams. I was strapped to a metal table where I fell unconscious. When I woke up I found myself standing upwards completely straight. I felt no pain, barely any emotion. My body had become mostly robotic and in the form of a permanent young teenager. I was wearing this Earthling Royal Guards uniform. From then on I had a job which was to serve as a guard of the very family that I was born in. Until this day when these robot killer clowns showed up and destroyed everything. Now that I think of it, I probably wouldn't be that upset about my family being killed even if I did have strong emotions.
OOOMMMGGGG. I was not expecting your life to be that horrible. I never thought that someone from a higher class than my humble family would suffer anything like that. I'm so sorry for you, and I'm sure that it wasn't your fault that you had a few disabilities. I happen to have a few of my own, such as dyslexia and anxiety. People weren't too upset about them back in my colony. They simply said that I was better off working in other places besides the mines.
It was a nightmare full of pain as a child. But I wouldn't say that my life has sucked since it's not that bad as a robot. I like you character 2.0. You are the best person I have ever met. And now that the people I serve are dead, I want you to be my rightful master.
Or thanks character 1.0, but I believe that no one deserves to be in slavery. Together let's be best friends, and maybe I could teach you how to live a normal life such as my own. It is sucks how Earth had to be taken over by a fascist government while other civilizations on other planets have advanced.
Some of what you just said is hard for me to understand even though it sounds nice. But do you think we are really going to live much longer? I mean, just look at what's happening outside. We're being invaded by those clown robots.
Well, we have to leave this dumpster anyway before one of us starves. It's a lot more quiet outside than it was earlier. It just might be safe enough for our chances of survival. Let's go out together.
Normally that would seem like a rather unwise decision, but since our futures don't seem too bright, by spending the rest of our lives talking in a dumpster, the risk may be worth it.
Come on, the nearest spaceport isn't that far. Maybe we can hijack an escape pod and fly to the colony where I was born.
Okay, I'm coming with you.
Wow, there's a lot less fire than there was earlier. I don't see any of those clown robots. Let's make a break for it.
Oh great, my radar is detecting danger. We must run faster.
Oh sure.
Who wants free permanent hugs?